Hey everybody, Jordan from Wardrum here. Today we're going to show you breeding. And I'm filming today using an iPad Air 2, which is one of the older iOS devices that we support. So if you want to get an idea of how this game's going to look on a device that's almost 4 years old, here you go. So I've got a little base set up here, and what I've built is a little breeding pen for my two dodos. This is a good way, you do this diagonal railing here, and it's a good way to keep them section tight. Because when you breed, you're going to enable wandering, which means they could tend to drift apart. So we've got two in here, Darlene and Doug. You'll see these little hearts coming off of them. That's the mate boost particle because we have a male and female so close together. And the first thing we want to do is enable wandering. So we're going to target Doug down here and open this creature menu in the top left corner of the screen and just select the enable wandering checkbox. I've already done that on Darlene, and now they're going to start breeding. These are these red hearts that you see, and that signifies that they're breeding. And if we look at Darlene, you'll see the little mating progress bar that's going, and that's going to fill up pretty quickly because we're in single player now. You may notice some longer mating times if you're playing this in multiplayer. All right, and as you can see here, our mating progress is almost complete, and Darlene is going to lay an egg for us. It's right there, conveniently located next to some animal feces, so let's just pick up both. And we're just going to target that egg and tap on the right side of the screen to pick it up. And now if you look in your inventory, you'll see that you have a fertilized dodo egg. It also tells you who the parents are. Now over here, I've built this little hut totally made out of metal to hatch the egg in. You want something to really keep the climate controlled. That's a big part of hatching eggs in ARK Survival Evolved. So what we've done is built this power generator along with some air conditioners up here. And that's going to keep it at a perfect climate for hatching an egg. So we're going to open the power generator inventory and tap and hold and drag our gasoline into its inventory, and then select this turn on button in the bottom right corner. That has now powered up our air conditioners so that we have a nice climate controlled environment to hatch this egg. Now we just select the egg from our inventory, and you want to be very careful to drop it at this point and not eat it, or else you're going to have to do the whole breeding process over again. So we drop that egg. It's going to go to the ground here, and then you've got your incubation meter along with the egg health. The egg health is dropping. That means that you don't have the environment just right, so you're going to want to mess with some of your climate control to get it so the health stays stable. But otherwise, you can see up in the top here, we have our egg incubation meter counting down from 100%, and we've even gone ahead and put the time in there for you so you know exactly how long to wait. In this case, we got about 4.5 minutes left, so I'm going to sit here and wait for that puppy to hatch. All right, and now you can see we've got about 20 seconds left before our egg hatches. You've got a chance to get twins or even triplets sometimes, so we'll see what we get lucky with here. Just going to wait for that clock to count down, and you'll see our little baby hatch out of that egg. What did we get? But a solo dodo. So now we can see that we've got a little male. We're going to tap that creature icon in the top left corner again and claim him. This is also going to let us rename him. I'm going to go with Danny. You may have noticed a trend that I always name my dodos with names that start with D. That's because I am a dork and proud of it. And that is our baby Danny, and we'll show you imprinting in another video. That's all for today. Thanks, everybody.